There's only one player in the history of set championships that's ever gone undefeated in the Swiss. And you're looking at him. I'm going to go through my entire tournament experience right here, right now. The Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Set Championship happened last weekend, and for all intents and purposes, it's basically a pro tour. It's played online because COVID has still got things kind of mucked up a little bit, but it is the highest level of organized play aside from the World Championships. Must qualify for the event, and a lot of money available. $20,000 to first place, and 6 invites to the World Championship also at large. I qualified for this event live on stream, actually, in an arena qualifier in Alchemy, playing Rakdos mid-range. Definitely some content on that if you want to go look at that. And I had to figure out what I was going to do. I haven't really played in a pro-level event since Mythic Championship 4, I think. It was in Barcelona a few years ago. For those who don't know, I obviously do content full-time now, but I played in many of the pro tours in the late 2000s, as well as being one of the most decorated players on the SG Tour for many years in the 2010s. So a lot of tournament experience, but in the last 5 or 6 years, I'm focusing more on content, and but still got the itch to play competitive stuff once in a while. So really excited to play, really cool event. Had to find a team to work with, and I saw Andrea Mengucci posted an open call on Twitter, looking for teammates, inviting everyone to join, honestly. And it was a great mix of players, former Platinum pros. Of course, Mengucci is the Mythic Invitational champion, great Magic player, Ilya Loveman, and some other Platinum pros like Jacob Wilson, as well as a handful of hungry, newer players, who are maybe playing in their first pro tour, only have a few under the belt, no big finishes. So it was a really awesome group. You can see the group on the screen now, and they were awesome. They were really, really cool. So I joined the team, which was referred to on coverage as the House of Mengucci. Love the Photoshop here. And they already had Discord set up, everything rocking and rolling. And they already had the shell of the Grixis deck pretty much made based off my Rakdos deck, which is super cool. So they were happy to have me with the Rakdos experience, and I was happy to have them because they did a lot of the work, honestly. And I played the Grixis deck in Alchemy. I played my own version. I think 5 players of the team played it. I definitely played a little bit different of a list, but the shell was mostly them, honestly. It's a big thanks to them. If you want to see more about the deck, I did some deck tech videos. You have to look for those as well on my YouTube. For Historic, I went to an old standby in Blue-White Auras, a deck that I've played a lot of. Just a powerful deck that I like a lot. It's interactive, it's straightforward. I knew I would have to focus more on one format than the other in a split format Pro Tour, so always better to kind of focus on one. I took a safe choice for myself in Historic. Felt the deck was very good against Arclight Phoenix, which I thought would be the most played deck, as well as being very solid against control decks with Spell Pierces, and pretty good against food too, as long as you can get kind of get over them and fly over their crappy ground guys. So again, full deck tech on that is on YouTube. Go look for that. Full deck techs on both decks. So the team was great. I feel like we had a really good handle on both formats. Our predictions are mostly true. The Adventure deck was a little bit of a surprise, but mostly had a pretty good handle on everything thanks to them in about a week, which is really, really cool. And as some bonus content for my YouTube members and Twitch subscribers, I'm going to put up some testing videos. One video each from each format of me and Mengucci testing. You get to watch like a fly on the wall perspective of like 2 pros testing for a pro tour. No editing, no fancy stuff, just a fun thing, a little bonus content that'll go up as well. So into the tournament, and things went about as good as you could possibly imagine. Day 1, undefeated streak, went right through. Had to beat a teammate on the way, unfortunately, but after day 1 was looking phenomenal at 7-0. Three rounds of Alchemy into 4 rounds of Historic. Undefeated on day 1. I was one of 2 players undefeated. Started up day 2 in the undefeated match against John Emmanuel Depraz, who's one of the best players in the game right now. And luckily I was able to emerge victorious and win that round. And then win all the other rounds too, to go 12-0. Now, there's 15 rounds in the Swiss, but the way the structure works here, which is actually very smart, is that once you get 12 wins, you're locked for top 8. And they actually remove you from the tournament and just give you buys the rest of the way. This stops awkward pair downs, concessions, and things like that. So at 12-0, I was done. So I was done early on day 2. I effectively got the record of 15-0 due to the 3 buys, which is awesome. And I was ready for my first ever Pro Tour top 8, which is obviously very exciting, very cool. After 20 years of playing competitive Magic, I played in a dozen or so Pro Tours. Never got that breakthrough Pro Tour finish. Well, here it is, and I was very happy and very excited. So at the end of day 2, we'll just let the coverage just handle it. Corey's got me.
Well, we've come to the point of the show where we name our player of the day, and the player of the day, who it is, should be no surprise. Corey, let's do it.
Yeah, no surprise on this one. That's Jim Davis. Jim Davis takes it down being 12-0. Nobody else has ever went 12-0 or even 11-0 at one of these set championships. So really impressive work. And honestly, this isn't even his full-time job. He's not a full-time professional Magic player. He's a content creator. And the best thing that he was saying all weekend is that I finally get to relax, play a tournament, shut off the lights, just listen to some music, so I don't have to entertain anyone, quote unquote. And now he didn't really accomplish that because he entertained us this whole weekend. I'm also going to have him sign this Jim Davis MTG shirt after this top 8.
That's awesome. Well, he certainly made some content for us this weekend. What an incredible run. Jim Davis, you are our player of the day.
So in the top 8, getting ready. Unfortunately, my nemesis, Eli Cassis, Eli's beaten me in everything. In Grand Prix, we tested together for a Pro Tour in Barcelona. He beat me in round 3. He's beaten me in Star City events. He just beats me in everything. He's my nemesis for sure. He's stuck in the top 8 in 8th place. So, of course, I was the 1 seed. I'm playing Eli. And we get into our top 8 matches. But first, we do a little interview here with Rowie Knight.
I'm here with Jim Davis, one of our top 8 competitors who, of course, absolutely crushed the Swiss rounds and is now ready to do battle in our top 8. Talk to us about how you're feeling, mate. Obviously, making it this far in the tournament, you must be very, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I've been playing Magic for a long time. I played a lot of Pro Tours back in like the 2000s, played the SG Tour a lot, and all my Pro Tour experiences, I had some good finishes. I cashed a few times. I never had that like top 8, that like real like breakthrough performance. So first Pro Tour top 8, I guess can I say Pro Tour? Set Championship top 8 is pretty awesome. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, well, congratulations, mate. And I know that your career has taken a bit of a different turn recently. You've really got into content creation, streaming, making videos, all that sort of stuff. How different was the experience of playing through this, very serious competitive tournament compared to life on the road as a Twitch grinder?
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome, actually. I kind of made like a conscious decision at the start of a tournament that I was just, this weekend's for me, basically, and I wasn't going to turn the cameras on, wasn't going to turn the lights on. I just kind of hanging out in my office, listening to music. I clean my office, do rounds a little bit, I kind of just, I'm very, I like to just kind of do my own thing in tournaments. Like my wife's outside, doesn't know what's going on, my teammates don't know what's going on. I'm kind of just playing. And it's been almost liberating in a way because I play so much Magic. I've been full-time content now for almost 6 years. And I'm so used to having the lights on me all the time and kind of putting on a show and stuff. So just be able to just put some music on, kind of focus and play for the first time in like a long time. It's been really, really cool.
Yeah, I can imagine it must feel pretty liberating to turn the cameras off and just play for yourself. Well, Jim, congratulations on making to the top 8 and the very best of luck to you today.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Riley. So in top 8, unfortunately, Eli got the best of me once again. A very close match in Alchemy against his Black-White Venture deck, kind of the breakout deck of the tournament. And games were super, super close. Again, I have match analysis on my YouTube. Go watch the match analysis for the full match and my thoughts. I think I could have played a tiny bit better in Game 1, and unfortunately his draw in Game 3, which ran me over. And disheartening to say the least. But that dropped me down to the lower bracket. So this is a double elimination top 8. You have to lose twice before you're out. And very, very important is that the top 6 players qualify for the World Championships, which is huge, equity-wise and excitement-wise. So down to the lower bracket, where I'll be playing against Johnny Gutman and Mono White Aggro. Pretty good matchup for me, I think. And also I'll be on the play, which is great, being the higher seed. And play through the match. I take Game 1, and unfortunately, the coverage only caught the last part of Game 3, which kind of sucks, honestly, because it was a really big match for Worlds. But so I do have the part of that on my match analysis on YouTube as well. Go look for that. But unfortunately, Games 2 and 3, I mulliganed both games. My hands just weren't really great. Johnny played really, really well. Played around Meat Massacre very, very well. And I just came up a little bit short. Had this crazy top deck, as you can see here, where my only out was Mind Flayer. And Johnny's like, I'll just draw a top deck as well and win the game on the spot. So a bit of a heartbreaker, but looking back on the event as a whole, I can't really be too sad. You see the final standings here. Of course, Eli won the whole event. Congrats to Eli. Going into the event, obviously, if you told me I'd be top 8 in my first Pro Tour, I would have been through the moon. To go undefeated and then lose both of my matches, to be one game away from making the World Championships twice and lose both of them is a bit heartbreaking. But I'll have another shot at the next championship, which I'm now qualified for, which is great. The at-large bids, things are possible. I don't know exactly. I'm not going to scoreboard watch. I'm just going to play. But so look for me in the New Japan Championship as I try to qualify for Worlds and keep this little streak going here. This is pretty fun. I've been, like I said, mostly doing content for the last few years, but pretty fun to get back in and do some battling in this serious tournament mode. It's been a lot of fun. So again, Check out my videos. I've been doing tons of content on this event. Big thanks to everyone for all your support. You've been all awesome. Seeing the YouTube comments, the Twitch comments, the Twitter comments, everyone rooting for me was really, really awesome. And I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all. Y'all make my day. Y'all are my coworkers, and you pay my bills, and you're all just freaking awesome. And I am very much in love with what I do, and very happy that I do this now rather than competing. Competing was a little soulless back in the day, where I would compete a lot, and I never had that big breakthrough finish. So I was just competing at events, losing money and not doing well. So I love my life now, but it's also fun to be able to play a little Magic too. So look for me in the competitive championships. Again, check out my deck techs, check out my gameplay videos of the match analysis. My cool stuff video is Grixis, me playing Grixis. The Pro Tour testing bonus videos, look for that as well. Article on Friday, tons of content. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this little recap of my tournament. And again, if you want to see more of it, there's more content. Tons more content. Go check it out. All right. I'm Jim Davis. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.